What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all tuning in the channel today here at 323 Fabrication. Alright, y'all, Dad's out here cleaning the 308 housing with some gasoline. We're gonna restore it here shortly. Do a gloss black with a shiny gold cover. We're working on cleaning up this rear end so we can weld it. Might snatch the axles out, put some outer axle seals in it. But Dad made a good point. We should see what's in the old new GTO. Because it might have a decent rear end or it might not, but we're gonna get the cover snatched off of it and see what's in this thing. Got our OSHA approved jack stand. Obviously tires are still on the ground, but unload some of the suspension so I can get under the car. I'm gonna try to get this old raggedy gas tank out of the way since it's barely in there anyway. Okay, the exhaust, part of the exhaust still on the car. But if y'all can tell, it's wrapped around the rear end and back over the top. So I'm gonna try to cut this old hanger out of the way and then see if we can get this gas tank out of the way. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the exhaust is all that's keeping it in the car. Well, cut the hanger and the exhaust fell down. I just kicked the gas tank and it fell down. So y'all can see that beautiful trunk floor. There's our rear end. Get this thing out of here and we'll see what we're working with. Got the old gas tank out. Probably repurpose that. You know, probably not, just kidding. Got our OSHA approved floor jack. And under the car we go. All right. Told Dad we should pull the bottom of that seat out. There's a chance the build sheet's still under it. So maybe we'll do that later. Probably not today though. I'd like to accomplish something. Get the rear end situation figured out. Now this one's better, obviously we ain't accomplishing it today because we got to pull it out from under the car. But I'm finna try it. Okay, got all the bolts out of it. Figured y'all would want to see the mint fluid that's in this thing. Well, it's open diff. Okay. And the Earl is nasty. Thick. It did not age well. Alright, see if we can figure out what it is. Okay, we got our other OSHA jack stand. And then decided to block this one up some more. Don't worry, I do fit under here. We just, so Dad could turn the tires. We turned it, and we've got 37 on the ring gear, 11 on the pinion, according to that right there. So that makes this a 336, which is a pretty good gear. Kind of what I was wanting, a 323 or 336. Now's, you know, do we go ahead and fool with it, or do it when we have more time? That's what we got to figure out. We don't know the condition of the bearings or nothing, but it does have some air shocks on it. Better junk. I don't know if those are factory springs. They're pretty loose looking coils, but I don't know. We gotta figure it out. All right, got it all closed back up for now. Gotta figure out what I want to do, because time is of the essence. We aren't exactly ahead of the game here. Transmission's still junk, but we got a couple more parts in. This is how it showed up, so guess we'll see if it's hurt or not. You know, Shipping companies don't care. And then this is our Poppy's patina kit. Do the old goat with this wipe on clear coat. Got a, sure we'll do a video on that. Got some scrubby pads, applicator pad, some rags. It's a cool sticker. Wish they hadn't stuck the sticker on the bag, they just gave it to me. That'd been a lot cooler. Got wax and grease remover, wipe on gloss clear catalyst. Lasts years is what it says. So that's our Poppy's patina kit. Let's see, maybe they hooked us up with something. Let's see what we got here. Can you hold this for me?
If I have to.
That's fancy. It's got a seal on it. It says, yes, it's cool. No, I'm not going to paint it. Poppy's patina. Send us some business cards. And a sticker. Cool enough. I'll read that in a minute. But
good thing they sent the sticker. We'd have to send it back.
Yeah, that's right. Stickers are important. But this is kind of a small company. They're kind of just getting started. Last maybe year or so is what kind of I was picking up reading on their website and stuff, and they seem kind of homegrown. So we're gonna give the old goat a shot of clear coat. Well, a wipe of clear coat. But let's get this old radiator out and see what we're working with. You want to video that for me?
Okay.
Okay. Put all this back in the box for now. We got decent Chinese aluminum radiator. I ordered this off of eBay. It's like $210 shipped or something like that. Supposed to fit a 68 to a 72 A-body. Box was open, but they packed it kind of decent, so that's good. Definitely made in China, but got aluminum radiator. Came with a cap. It's supposed to be a 3-row, about 2 inches thick. Came with an aluminum shroud, dual electric fans that I guess didn't come with a pigtail. So I don't have a harness, but I'll build a harness. I just wish I had the pigtails with the plugs. But we'll make that work. I mean, $200, so I guess shouldn't have expected pigtails. But it looks pretty good. Y'all see it? Old Super China radiator. Got a built-in cooler. I guess one, I don't know. Parts. Alright, y'all, we got rear end inside. It's draining. I sprayed it out with chlorinated brake clean and carb cleaner. Don't recommend that. You don't want to breathe that stuff if it catches on fire, but I'm gonna weld the spider gears up best I can. This is an earlier housing. This doesn't have the good axles in it where this is a C-clip rear end. But I don't think that old low compression 400 is gonna hurt it. You know, that motor's probably 9-to-1. You know, we're gonna put a little thumper cam in it and all that. I got some pipe, measured the OD It's the same as the factory spring perch OD on the car currently. And so I'm gonna cut some of this, weld it to the housing so we have spring perches, and then weld the rear end up itself, and then we'll paint it. Dad's got diff cover out here hung up, sprayed it down with the old carburetor cleaner. He's getting ready to restore it with some bright and shiny gold VHT engine enamel. It's good paint. That's the color. It'll look just like that one. But see, this is I measured this OD of this piece here, and it's like 2 3/8, which is the OD of that pipe I've got in there. So I'm gonna weld, 2 pieces of that, maybe I don't know. I'll measure whatever these coils are and go a little higher than that just to make sure we're good. And I'm gonna get all this crap off of here, which will raise this, and then we're gonna pull this rear end out. But that's the plan for the day. There he is, Picasso himself. That's fancy. About empty, ain't it? I'm gonna get the old HTP wire welder out after I cut this tubing. This pipe, I throw this junk up here on the bandsaw and whack her off. That's the plan. This is my Ellis miter bandsaw. Bought it used, but it's pretty sweet. It'll cut some big stuff. But anyway, I measured the coils and they're like 5/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna cut these pieces about 1 just to be safe. Not much to it. It's pretty sweet. Cut it nice and slow. Dad got the old cover painted, looking sharp. Gonna be sweet. That's what you need. Adds horsepower. Of course, this thing's been rained on now, so it's starting to surface rust where it was clean. And I know that's not level. That side's pretty level. That's just the end of it. Doesn't really matter. We're literally gonna weld this rear end, so. Okay, got these cleaned up and prepped. Wire wheel disc, deburred disc, kind of flapper wheeled the inside. It ain't got to be perfect, it's just got to stay. That's about wore out, but anyway, got this sprayed out, cleaned out. I'm about to heat it up. Got the old HTP 200 MIG out. Got my safety flip flops on. I do wear safety glasses, guys. But just kind of center it up best we can and send it is the plan. I should probably heat that up some. I think it's gonna catch on fire. Stinks. Got the spring perches welded on. Got the Lincoln locker installed. Now there's no real method to this that I know of. Some people plate them, I don't. I haven't broke one. Not that we've done a lot of them. We've done a couple, but I literally, like, I go in the corners and I fill it up, and then I go to the next one and I work my way around, and then I try to fill to the very next gear tooth too, that way in case it tries to break a tooth off, there's more than one tooth. And then on these top and bottom ones, I fill the centers, and then it just looks like garbage because it's full of oil. It welds like crap. And then I'll try and get most of them BBs out of there before I turn it over so they don't end up in the gears, because they'll be loose. But that's it. That's a Lincoln locker. A couple of spring perches. Well, this welded up. Best I could do. This carrier's, you don't really have access on this backside to get in there and weld anything. But I tried my best not to get on the C-clips, so we could, you know, we could take this apart if we ever needed to. Could do this a different way. You know, they sell mini spools, they're like $75, but this was free for the most part. So got us a Lincoln locker and some spring perches. Now we just got to paint it. Well, Lincoln locker 308 10 bolts looking good. Dad's got that two-tone paint job going on, right? Leave it that way. Make it custom. Looks really good to be brushed on, don't it?
That's good paint.
It is. Yeah, this is, where's it at?
It's Rust-Oleum.
Gloss black, oil-based enamel. That's good paint though. That's what he painted that lift with probably 10 years ago, and it's still got paint on it. So, and it's been out in the weather. But this is what we normally do like our chassis with and stuff like that. We went ahead and stuck a new pinion seal in it. You guys, so this is I think a 67 rear end. I don't know what the books, everything, internet and O'Reilly's computer calls for a 2043 National, but that is not correct for whatever rear end this is. It's actually an 8611 National part number. But this 8610 is a Master Pro O'Reilly's house brand. So knocked a new seal in it. Dad's got it all painted up. He's painting the yoke right now. We'll finish putting it back together.